What's up, people? It's Reds. We are back some more of that X-Men Destiny. Picking up where we left off from the last episode. Getting closer and closer to that finale. But what are you going to do? The games must come to an end. But it's a good time when games come to an end, because then we move on to other games. But we'll talk about that more when we get close to the end. I don't know if you can actually destroy those robots. I just went and killed the power supply to them, I think, eventually. I think it's around this corner. I don't know. We'll see. A little platformer section here. But, you know me, I explore, I'm curious. Curiosity did not kill me. So who knows? I almost died there, though. Thankfully, I happened to jump over the wall back to where I was. So let's try that again. Hup, hup, ha! Ooh, almost fell off. Do I fall off again? I don't remember. No. If that platform wasn't there, I would have fell off. But I keep getting overexcited with the jump button presses. I ended up on top of the rail, as you saw the last few times. I knew that wasn't going to work too well. So, we do it the old-fashioned way. Climbing along the rail here. Alright, jump up. You got another little checkpoint thing. The guy said drain them dry. I'm not sure why. That's oh, okay. Because they were siphoning mutant powers. Gotcha. See, that makes sense. I don't know what I was thinking. I have to apologize. But not really, because it's no big deal. What are you doing? Just let that guy hit me for no reason? I don't know what I was doing there. But, on another note, I'll avoid that challenge room there. Turn the corner and just see a giant robot looking at you. Usually not a good thing. But in other notes, there's been a lot of announcements for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. 2 more characters were officially confirmed today because they were leaked the second day after it was officially announced that they were doing a game. But they confirmed Phoenix Wright and Nova. I have to say, Phoenix Wright does look like he's going to be fun to mess around with, but I'm not going to take him seriously. Nova, however, looks, as we say in my circles, he looks to be Campbell's, which is going to be good. So you have a new slang to mess around with your friends with. But he looks like he's going to be something that I'll have a lot of fun with. I don't know how many of you guys are into fighting games, but his combo potential seems to be pretty high. His damage is pretty good. And he kind of fits in with the team scheme that I'm doing. Team scheme? Rhyming. So I'm pretty excited to see what he can do. I'm looking forward to, if you guys don't know, there's Maximilian. If you've heard the names of the Online Warrior. And if you pay attention to any of the fighting game communities, he does a feature on his channel, youtube.com/miles329, something like that. If you do a search for Assist Me, you'll probably see him. But he does informational videos regarding those characters for Ultimate Marvel. He has me quite jealous, as he did actually get a deal with Capcom to do, that was a fail there, to do those Assist Me videos for Ultimate Marvel, and because of it, he got the game early. It's a pre-production release. Here's a cutscene, so I'm going to shut up.
Our little traitor again. This will be a pleasure.
You know, it's funny. I'm looking at you now and I'm thinking, my father could have been a good man if it wasn't for the poison you poured into his ear.
Once we synthesize Megan Gwynn's power, our alliances will have to be renegotiated. The Purifiers will conquer and rule alone.
Pixie, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Well, it's kind of too late for you to prevent them from using a power they're already using. I'll get back to that other discussion here in a second. Boss for this one, basically the same as before. He's got that projectile move. He's got the jump in the air and dive bomb on you. And essentially the only thing that's new, I think, is the shield takes more hits to actually drop, and he summons these little ads. So it's not anything amazingly innovative with this boss fight. What I was talking with Maximilian, he has a deal with Capcom to do these informational videos for the 12 new characters that are being released in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I kept wanting to say Mortal, but that's not the right game. In UMVC 3, there's 12 new characters. He's done, as of yesterday, 4 of the 12. He's 2 sets of characters behind. He actually does a pretty high quality production. He'll actually get friends of his, actors and stuff, to dress up like the character and act like them. So it's kind of entertaining in that aspect. But it's also chocked full of information. I'm terrible today. Chocked full of information that'll be useful to the gameplay. So I'm looking forward to his information on Nova. And that's really the only one that I'm curious about that he hasn't done yet. He's already done Strider, Hawkeye, Ghost Rider, and who's the other one? Strider, Hawkeye, Ghost Rider. I did 2 today. I can't think of the other one. I have to look it up. That's gonna kill me that I can't think of it. Ah, the other one was Firebrand. I'm sorry. Like when I forget things like that, all brain faculty shut down until I think of, well, that would be kind of counterproductive. But anything else goes out of mind until I figure it out. This is like a mid-boss fight decision.
That's what comes of relying on mutant powers.
Looks like you got some wiring crossed.
In the circumstances, child, I believe I have no option but to surrender. I'm your prisoner.
My prisoner?
Exactly. You've beaten me, my mutant friend. An X-Man has to be generous in victory. You do want to be an X-Man, don't you? Or are you feeling the pull of the dark side? Well, it's your choice, of course.
On this one, I just decided to say, screw you, you're too much of a risk.
What have you done to
From the story-wise, it doesn't appear to actually affect your final decision as far as the game.
Well, I promise I won't make the same mistake.
They may give you different endings depending on how your faction is aligned, but who knows?
Thank you. I think the auto repair system has done.
This guy reminds me a lot of Wesker. If you played any of the Resident Evil games. Just the hair and the glasses on always. Just annoying.
Fighting your own kind.
Enough, Dad.
But it picks up the fight where you left off, basically. I don't know what happens if you surrender. I'm not gonna accept surrender of someone who's doing such terrible things. We will make sure we finish them off.
You're my son, Adrian.
Oh no! He was killed by gravity.
I'm pretty relieved to see you.
It took a long time to find you. Emma couldn't pick up your trace from Zen Wolverine. There's something wrong with you.
I can't explain it.
This place. We must tell Scott. We go, yes?
Yeah, I hear you, but
What is it that you want to do?
I respect Cyclops. I know a lot of X-Men are upset with him, but everything he does for a reason.
Very understanding.
Wunderbar.
Your wish is
I
my
kind of
command.
wonder what the other option would have been. If it was like bashing on Cyclops, or it would have been like praising Magneto. Who knows? If I had a bunch of extra time and the game was more interesting, I would probably play through it again and see what the other options were.
Cyclops, I ran into Wolverine, but he was on the same track.
I knew Logan was following up on something having to do with weapon shipments. I had a hunch the rally attack was being used as a diversion.
No, it gets worse. Alright, we found a Sentinel factory. The stuff in there is way more high-tech than what they were using during the raid.
Sentinel tech. The MRD run regular patrols out there. How could they miss that?
Perhaps they didn't miss it.
And there's something else. Wolverine.
Where is Logan? We'll need him if I'm right about what's going on here.
There's something wrong with him. I mean, he was fine, but then when he was talking to Luis Reyes, he went berserk.
We have to find him before he hurts anyone. I wonder who tipped off Luis and why he didn't let me know.
Reyes said Logan's done this before. That he's unbalanced.
You met Logan. Does that square with what you saw?
No. I mean, when we talk, he seems to know a lot about all kinds of things.
If Logan lost control, something made him lose control.
Just kind of reinforcing my suspicion there.
Reyes showed up at the factory. At least now he and the MRD know about it.
I hate to think how much of a head start the Purifiers have on us. I'll have to get Iceman to see if he can track those shipments.
How long have you known Reyes?
I hadn't heard of him at all until after Professor X died. He approached me for help in brokering peace between mutants and humans. I suppose that's why I took the risk of siding with the MRD. Reyes just seemed to have the right ideas.
It's all very convenient so far.
So, if you're here, does this mean what the X-Men stand for appeals to you?
I guess. I'm thinking the X-Men are good at seeing all sides and planning out how to solve things without hurting anyone. So what now? I mean, the Purifiers were bad enough without mutant-killing robots for backup.
Emma's managed to pick up a weak side trace on Caliban. He may have information that can help us. Free Caliban, and he'll find Pixie for us.
Well, if he's alive, that means he's still of some use to them.
Be careful. It may be a trap.
Hey, listen. I appreciate that you're wary of me, but you still jumped in to save my skin more than once. It's okay.
It might be a trap. Which makes me think of a movie reference, but I don't know how many people will get it.
understand your reason. I really do.
What the heck is with Nightcrawler just teleporting you into a bunch of enemies? Like, that's not very nice. Like, we're not all expecting it. We don't teleport every day like you do. You can't just, like, throw me into a bunch of enemies and, like, have fun. Of course, I handled him just fine. It was just kind of odd. We're like, hey, what's up, guys?
Nightcrawler, the Brotherhood is sweeping through the city. I'm sorry, but I need your help.
Do what you gotta
Boom.
do. Thanks for the lift.
Yeah, Nightcrawler was getting in the way.
Good luck.
Sadly, that's kind of the fact when they do those multiple character, the AI controlled characters that are supposed to be on your side. They more often than not end up getting in the way. There is a certain amount of enemies that they'll slow down, but they just kind of get in the way. I was looking over at my Facebook I have open on my other monitor. Apparently, Arkham City is releasing a custom painted Harley Quinn themed laptop. But there's no information on how to get it or to win it yet. Something I'll definitely be keeping my eye on. Anyway, I'm trying not to think about Arkham City a lot, but I can't help it because it's next Tuesday. And I do have that day off, as I said in a previous video, so I'm going to be playing a lot of that. I was looking around to see where I should get it at, because I hadn't pre-ordered it as of yet. Turns out Best Buy actually gives you Robin, which is going to be released as a DLC later on anyway. So they give you Robin for free because you pre-ordered. So that's like $7 value just for pre-ordering. So I thought that was pretty good. So I went ahead and ordered from Best Buy, as I fail here to notice that you need to punch the gate to get down there. Can't believe I missed that again as well. Expecting too much from the game. But I got a few seconds left, so I want to thank you guys for joining me. My name is Shreds. This has been a Top Knot production. Check back for more soon. Catch you all later.